it seems to me like the more time goes on, Trump is a shoo-in. It seems like if this shit keeps getting crazier and crazier, there's going to be a lot of liberals that'll vote for him. He was the one in the beginning. We got to stop people from dying. Like, do you want Ukraine to win this war? Remember that conversation? He's like, I want people to stop dying. Like, which is the best answer any politician has ever given. And the way he said it. See if you can find that thing, though. We were talking about Millie. We were talking about leaving stuff over in Afghanistan. I might have saved it. Because it was so funny, like the way he was saying it. You see the thing that he was saying about the electric tanks?
No.
That's hilarious, too. He was talking about, they're going to make electric tanks. They're going to be great for the environment. They're not going to work well. They're not going to run long. They're going to blow the fucking shit out of everything.
It's going to be no
but it's going to be
stations.
good for the environment. And the way he said it was like a guy doing stand-up.
That's funny.
Yeah, let me find this bookmark.
Yeah, electric tanks does not seem like a good idea. Oh, I'm out of charge.
Yeah, it sounds insane. I don't know where I saved it, Jamie. See if can you find it?
I mean, I'm looking. There's a bunch of stuff about it, so I'm trying to find it.
It's him talking about. He goes, "That's when I knew this guy's a fucking idiot."
Yeah.
That's what he says.
I just found the quote, not the video.
But the way he says it, it's like he sets it up, like he's setting up a punchline. Like he sets up the story. Sir, it would be cheaper to leave them over. He's like, "Oh, that's what I realized. That guy's a fucking idiot." To see a guy like him talk like that. Find it?
To leave it there so they can have it than it is to fill it up with a half a tank of gas and fly it into Pakistan or fly it back to our country. You think, yes, sir, we think it's cheaper, sir. That's when I realized he was a fucking idiot.
I'm sorry.
Good timing.
He even holds.
Yeah.
Look, he's holding the laughter.
I'll tell you what, though, I got to know, look, we defeated ISIS.
Fucking guy. Why don't you look into Jesus?
He's always been an entertainer, though. I mean, I was
a funny
one
guy.
of the biggest Apprentice fans ever. I had all his books because of The Apprentice.
Well, he's always a great guest on talk shows.
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
guest on Howard Stern's show. You know, it's just, do you want that running the country? Well, do you want what you have running the country either? No. What you want is peace. And how the fuck do you get it? And I don't even know if he can. I don't know. If anybody
I mean,
can
see,
do
that's the problem I think a lot of people had with him, right? Like he was the opposite of peace. He just divided everybody.
He definitely divided everybody's opinions in this country, but a lot of it was based on bullshit. A lot of it was the Russia collusion stuff, where people really did legitimately believe that Russia had put him into power, and like there was people that were thinking he was a Russian agent, and it was all horseshit. But they can say stuff like that, and they can, they can get you believing. They can get you believing. And a lot of people, they just surface level everything. They don't look into any of it. They surface level everything. Like when Robert Kennedy Jr. was being called an anti-Semite for saying that it seems like COVID-19, like that they have viruses that specifically target certain genetics.
He's just saying that the technology is possible, right?
He's saying that not only is it possible, but the research has been done. Like it actually exists, and he was talking about it. And they were saying anti-Semitic.
Yeah,
like that. What? Come on, guys. This is kooky. But I saw so many wacko lefties. Like this is one wacko lefty actor that I follow, and he's always got this hot take on like whatever it is, whether it's Ukraine or this or that. It's always this wacko lefty uninformed hot take, and I always go to him for that. And he had one of calling him an anti-Semite and this and that. Like, dude, first of all, you could get sued because you don't even know what he said. You're so off, and also hilarious.
Right.
Hilarious watching you virtue signal and wave your goofy flag of ignorance.
Yeah, that's the one thing that really I kind of like Trump for, is that he's really opened my eyes to how extreme and gross both sides are. Like I mean, I just see like friends that I used to be friends with, just the things they say, it's so far left, like I just cringe at. And then on the other side, same thing,
Yeah. Well, that's always been the problem with two groups, right? Because the spectrum of human beings is so wide. To lump us into one side or the other side it's kooky. it's like most people are kind of a mess, like a mix rather of both sides. Most people are pretty centrist. I feel like I'm left to center, center left.
Same here.
But I get called alt right because it does like if you think like, hey, maybe you shouldn't be injecting little kids with hormones and puberty blockers, and what about all the side effects that you guys are conveniently ignoring that are permanent and terrifying, and all the different things that it does to their system? There's a fucking host of horrific side effects that are connected with those things. And then all of a sudden you're a transphobe.
Right.
Okay. And then they start using terms like gender-affirming care. Like, okay, you mean surgery to remove testicles and penises and remove breasts for children? Don't say it that way. Like, say it what it is. Don't come up with some cute, rosy term that makes it seem better than it is. Makes it seem like something different than it is. You know, it's a weird thing that people are agreeing to. And I'm sure you've seen that video where this guy interviews people. Do you think 12-year-olds should be able to get tattoos? And they're all like, no. No, they're too young. Do you think 12-year-olds can choose their gender? Yes, they know. They definitely know. Like, bro, we used to just all agree that kids were easily influenced and they change their mind all the time and they want to be a pirate. You don't even know what a pirate is, Billy. You're 5. You know, like we used to always agree to that. And then it became about gender. And we're like, no way. No, they know. But look, some people, I think, do know. That's part of the problem. Like, when you look at the broad spectrum of human beings, there's some people that at an early age feel like they're in the wrong body. But how do you know if they're being influenced? How do you know if this is a phase? How do you know if they're not just going to decide that they're gay in the future, which happens to a lot of them? A lot of them. They just decided that they're gay men, and they just were confused, and they didn't fit into this normal mold of heterosexual males. And they didn't have anyone around them that was just a gay man, and they're like, I guess I'm a woman, you know, and then someone convinces you you're amazing for coming out as a woman, and then you're on the path, you're committed.